They rely on ignorance of drivers. That's what they rely on. They rely on the ignorance of the public to not know the true cost of operating the vehicle. I mean, they're taking, people think they're creating these new jobs, when in reality they're taking away full-time jobs from professional drivers, you know, like cab, limousine companies, replacing them with part-time amateur drivers that are just doing this part-time for, you know, extra buck or whatever, which in reality is actually lowering, it's not creating jobs, it's actually losing jobs. And when people that rely, a lot of people are too ignorant to realize what the true cost of operating your vehicle is. I mean, unless you know, professional know what the cost of operating your vehicle is, you're not going to learn what it costs until you start driving for a few months. That's why Uber's turnover rate is so high, because people start driving for Uber and a few months go into it and they start realizing the true cost that it costs to operate their vehicle, and then they quit. I mean, most of the drivers I know, the average turnaround time is a few months. They call it the honeymoon period.
No, it's
drivers,
like
they
less than 2 months.
They drive for a month or two, they love it, they think they're making all this money. Then the true expenses start to kick in with the, you know, the oil change, the tires, the new brakes, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, we're not making all this money like we thought we're going to, and they quit. That's why they keep, their ad campaigns are everywhere now. You go to Yahoo Mail, YouTube, it's on TV now. They got ads everywhere asking for drivers. I mean, they got bus ads, and they're promoting it like you're gonna make all this money, when in reality, they're not. And that's why they're relying on ignorance of people to not.
This is perfect. But then that's when you start seeing the impact. When they're taking $200 a week from you for your car.
Did you do that? Or do you know anything?
I did do that.
So you got into a subprime car
Yes.
loan. So can you talk about how that went, your experience with that?
Well, I ended up getting it, but now they take my $178 out of my check every week, for one. The insurance, they give you no other option but to get the insurance that they're teamed up with, which is Metro Mile or Farmers. Metro Mile charges you by the mile, so I live in Fairfield, so I have to drive from Fairfield to here to make money, or try to make money, because in the East Bay, they cut the rates 15%. So the insurance with Metro Mile, the way it works is that when you're not driving a passenger, you're getting charged for every mile that you're driving. And I don't know what they have together, but you know, it's kind of ridiculous that those are the only options that you can get. So my first insurance bill was $541 on top of the $178 that I'm paying a week. So I don't know, I'm making no money, so I'm stuck in the contract, you know, and I'm pretty much.
How many hours a week do you figure you must work to make these expenses and try to earn a profit?
Like 68 hours I usually work, 70 hours I work a week.
60 to 70?
Yeah, and that's not including the commute. That's actually working, you know, finding rides, but not including the commute.
Do you think that your passengers understand what it's like for their drivers? Are the passengers oblivious, or
some of them, not all of them. There's a lot of them that really actually mistreat us, you know, but there's a lot of them that are nice. There's a lot of nice passengers too, bro. But I don't think they fully understand, and sometimes I don't really want to talk to them because of the fear of the retaliation with Uber, that they know my name, and that's why there's not a lot of drivers here. A lot of drivers actually support it. I've talked to a lot of drivers, but they're afraid. There's drivers here that aren't with us right now that are around that don't want to be seen.
Yeah, let me add to that.
As we speak.